So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Ahsoka trailer is out. I'm actually on time for once. I was literally looking at my phone, saw the trailer pop up, and I was like, right, here we go. We've been expecting it for a while. It was supposed to be out last weekend, but because of Elon Musk's Twitter shenanigans, apparently it got delayed, and then it didn't come out this weekend, but is now time, with about 43 days to go before Ahsoka is released, to see the trailer. It's a 2-minute trailer. Fingers crossed we get some really good stuff here, because, you know, again, this is a highly anticipated trailer. The teaser that came out a few months ago was really good, showed us some really insightful stuff. Unfortunately, since then, you know, we've obviously had Ray Stevenson pass away, who's playing one of the villains in this show, which is really sad. So it's going to be a little bit, you know, strange seeing him in the trailer. But we've got, you know, the exciting prospect of maybe seeing Thrawn or a bit more of Ezra. Just seeing, you know, the Rebels crew in general is a great thing. So we're going to watch it. We're going to analyze it. So, yeah, come along with me and let's see what happens. That's an interesting shuttle. That looks a bit like Krennic's.
In order to create.
Oh. Yes.
We are no Jedi.
No, they are not. Yes! I love it. I love it already. I love it.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return
As
heir to the Empire.
Was that a Mortis?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
So they're teaming up with her. Okay, that makes sense.
I've spent most of my life fighting.
Is that Home 1?
That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
I like it. I like Hera.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet you were master.
Oh, the highway.
Anakin never got to
The highway on
I walked away
Lothal.
from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
Just mention Anakin.
It's easy for me.
Oh, that's so good. What?
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else.
Ezra.
But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Ezra.
Nice haircut.
I do. I like it.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
God, that looks so good.
Buckle up.
What is that?
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything.
There he is.
will be in vain.
There he is. There's the man.
You have no.
Is she using the Force?
Anakin spoke highly of you.
He knew Anakin.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Hey. That's got to be the fifth brother, not fifth brother, the eighth brother, I think. Damn. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So much to talk about. I am very much looking forward to this series. You know, there was a couple of name drops of Anakin there, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. At least in the trailer. Obviously, it's Ahsoka. She's very liable to talk about her past. But, you know, seeing her talk directly about leaving Anakin and not wanting to leave Ezra, hearing Ezra's voice, wow, you know, that was a pretty great moment. You know, the just seeing the Rebels crew come to life is, you know, beyond what I think a lot of us thought would have been possible just a few years ago. Ever since that show ended. And, you know, I certainly don't have the same problems that some people seem to have with Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera. You know, I know some people have talked about the eyes, the presentation of the character, but I honestly, absolutely fine with it. Absolutely happy. And hearing her in this, you know, it was like, yeah, that's Hera. I'm absolutely cool with that. Again, the villains kind of all working together to try and find Thrawn. We actually got to see a front-facing shot of Lars Mikkelsen that wasn't from a leaked trailer, you know, as Thrawn. And yeah, he's not going to look exactly like, you know, the character in the animated series or on the cover of the book, but it's Lars Mikkelsen. You know, I'll take that every day of the week. He is Thrawn. Seeing some of the action scenes at the beginning with Shin and Balon, you know, the two kind of, they're not Jedi, they're not Sith, they're clearly dark Jedi, if you would call that, working for their own purpose, working for power, and seeing them take down, you know, the New Republic officers was great. You know, that's one thing I'm looking forward to here, is the action seems to be really on point with you know, what we'd have seen in the animated shows, and they're clearly not afraid to go the full limit of, you know, seeing people stabbed through the chest. You know, sometimes they might play it safe, but this was pretty heavy on the action, and it looked great. You know, there's a lot of set pieces here. The world between worlds, an ancient Jedi temple, it seems, is going to be one of the set pieces. Some kind of shipyard is another place we've seen Ahsoka fight the Inquisitor, as well as some kind of a dark tree area, which you know, says to me that this Inquisitor's probably going to be following her around quite a bit. But there was some impressive space shots as well, which, you know, again, I saw the Rebel fleet. I'm pretty sure I saw Home 1, which is something we've not seen since Return of the Jedi, on screen at least. So it was great to see, you know. And again, just people talking about Star Wars, you know, Ray Stevenson's character talking about Anakin. He knew Anakin, apparently. And, you know, he probably would have been around Anakin's age at the time, because this show takes place about 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So that would have put Anakin being around about, you know, 50, 55, which is, you know, again, the age that Ray Stevenson is in this show. Again, bittersweet to see him here after his passing just a couple of months ago, but I'm very excited to see where they go with this. You know, is that Inquisitor the eighth brother, the one who we saw in the Sith Temple in the Rebel series? You know, it definitely seems to fit the outfit. You know, how many Inquisitors are there left? Really, can't be that many. But it's like they're all looking for Thrawn, not just the good guys, but the bad guys too. And you know, there was some interesting ships as well here. There was obviously, I think the shuttle that Balon and Shin are using are very similar to Krennic's shuttle. That's all I can really think of it. It might even be an old Republic shuttle. Obviously, the Ghost has a CIS shuttle attached to it now, because the Phantom was destroyed in the first couple of series of the show, and I'm sure that I saw a version of Kyle Katarn's ship like parked across the highway on Lothal, and just seeing that highway, you know, that was a set piece in so many episodes of the early Rebel show. Just seeing that highway on Lothal connecting to the city that, you know, we've seen so many times in animation. It was so impressive. And I'm kind of just giddy for the show. You know, I kind of just wanted to be here. I'm hoping that, you know, again, it matches up to the expectation, the hype. Everything that we've seen in the two trailers we've had looks fantastic. Again, it's never been a question of presentation. It's just been a question of substance and storytelling. And I've got high hopes that, you know, this is gonna hit the mark. So I'm gonna go and watch this again. But in the meantime, let me know what you thought of the trailer. Anything you spotted in there that I didn't, let me know. And thanks for watching.